Howdy folks, welcome back to Big Mook's Forge. If you're watching this video, hopefully it's because you've already watched my basic navigation guide. If not, go ahead and pause here and go check it out. We'll be right here when you get back. Now with that taken care of, this video is about the in-game location system. I'm going to show y'all how once you master it, it's like having a GPS in H1Z1.
Big Mook's Forge. Sponsored by H1Z1Forum.com.
There's a coordinate system built into H1Z1, and if you're using it, it's just like having a GPS on your character from the moment that you spawn. If you understand the coordinate system and the information it gives you, you can use that information to get your character from point A to point B without even using the map. Now, if you've ever played any of the EverQuest games, you're probably already familiar with this system. The reduced visibility in the fog and the rain can make landmark navigation pretty rough unless you follow the roads. Well, we all know what happens to folks who follow the roads. Using coordinates, you can record locations important to you and get between them no matter what the weather. Coordinates are also useful for recording the location of enemy bases, observation posts, and loot stashes. You can share these coordinates with your friends so they're able to find exact locations without a lengthy explanation on your part. To use a coordinate system, you simply hit the / key. This will open up your chat bar with the / already in place. Finish off the command by typing in LOC and then hit enter. The game will give you back your X, Y, and Z coordinates along with your heading. Now, X is your latitude, or your north to south coordinate. The higher this number, the further north you are. To remember this, remember that north is up on the map, so the numbers go up as well. Y is your altitude. Now this is most often confused as a second coordinate needed in locating a spot. Altitude will really only be useful in situations where there's caves or multi-level buildings. Z is going to be your longitude, or east to west coordinate. The higher this number, the further east you are. To remember this, remember that on the number line, the further right you go, the higher the number. Heading's a value between 3 and -3. If we're to put the numbers on a compass, 3 would be on the W, 1.5 would be on the N, 0 on the E, and -1.5 on the S. It's might be confusing at first, but with practice it gets a little easier to use. One thing that'll help is to remember that all the negative numbers are on the south half of the compass. Alright, now we're going to go over how all of this is useful. Let's say you just got wrecked in a gunfight, and you've respawned at coordinates X -100, Z 75. You know you have a spare set of gear in your base, and your base is at coordinates X 50, Z -100. You know this because after you built your base, you did the smart thing, and you used the / LOC command, and then took a screenshot so you wouldn't forget your coordinates. Right? Now if you're a math whiz, or you remember your high school algebra class, you've probably already noticed that we've got 2 sets of coordinates. And with 2 sets of coordinates, we can determine the slope of our line, determine our heading, and be off. For those not so keen in math, no worries. We get you where you're going without a degree in mathematics. Alright, so we're going to start with our X coordinate. You can see that our current number is lower than that of our base. So we're going to have to go north. And our Z coordinate is higher than that of the base. So we're going to have to go west. Since you need to go north and west, you need to find out which way is northwest. You're going to have to use the / LOC command as you turn until you get close to the heading value of 2.25. Once you've found 2.25ish, just pick out a landmark off in the distance and run towards it. After you've run for a while, recheck your position and adjust your heading accordingly. As long as you have 2 sets of coordinates, you can always use this method to travel from point A to point B. Now with a compass, this method of navigation is immensely powerful. You'll be able to travel straight from point A to point B through fog and forest without an issue. And hopefully this guide will help you stay off the roads, you know, where the bandits live. Remember that while your chat bar is open, all of your keyboard strokes will be entered into the chat bar instead of controlling your character. And if you're a streamer who doesn't want to get stream sniped, don't forget to cover up your coordinates and don't say them out loud. Also, in the description below, you'll see the link to an interactive map that'll show you on the map the location of any set of coordinates you get from the game. If you found this guide useful, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to see more of these videos. That's all I've got for you folks today. Y'all come on back and see us.
You follow Luke.